Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my T57 Heavy. We're on Hidden Village, standard battle, platooned up with hoops. And I used to really dislike this map. And really because it's just the close quarter combat on it is kind of determined by 3 hills. And it really just felt like I'd lose this map whenever my team didn't support me down in the southwest corner. But I've come to learn different strategies on how to fight these 3 hills. Now I do think the middle is important, but the middle is only able to be held if there's people in the city, because if the Reds have the city, they can get shots into the middle. So determining what you have in the middle and in city is kind of how hard you should push this. But it is a small map, so there's really no need to get overly aggressive. Now generally, the south team stops behind this mountain right here, and that is a terrible decision because red team can advance forward behind the mountain, and then you give up pretty much this whole flank. So what I would used to do is drive up to the rocks to my right, or even drive up to the behind their hill, which can give you some awesome games, but if your team doesn't come with you, then you're dead very quickly. If they sit behind the rock that I talked about, you're just gonna die. So what I've learned is to use this ridge line, and you can use this ridge line from both sides. Just using this hill, keep their team spotted. That's gonna make it so they can't really advance. And you're gonna utilize your teammates behind the rock. So now if I get all in, all my team has to do is creep around one side of the rock and kill them. All right, so we come up here, we absolutely destroy that chieftain. We still have a shell left. And another nice thing about this position is you can back up, reload, and if you get support, like we have a chieftain and then I got hoops in his E5 next to me, and the chances of anyone wanting to all in us is going to be pretty low. Now I'm just going to poke the ridgeline, keep them spotted. And you can see we actually have a guy in center, and we have city. The reason I say don't go city is because, oh, nice tracking shot there. Get second shot in, third shot, and you are having a bad day. He fixed his track before I put my 4 shell in, so that was bad counting on his part. Alright, so the reason I don't say city is because coming out of the city is very difficult. They can have snipers set up in G6, and then they can have stuff hidden back by their base, and it's hard to get it spotted. That's why the middle is so important to the success of city. So we kill that IS-7 that comes around. You see the 30B. Oh, I get another nice tracking shot there. I missed my first shot though, not realizing that Hoops was gonna track him there. It's alright. We shot him down. Excuse me. And you can see how quickly we're just chewing up the red team. And as they try to make an advance, they don't make it as a team, they make it like 1 or 2 tanks at a time, and that's just not enough to get through us. So definitely if you're struggling on this map, try to work these ridge lines, and depending on how much armor you have and what you're facing determines how hard you push it. Now I do take a shot from the E4, he punishes me there, but we've out-traded. It's not a big deal. Knocked down to 900 damage, or 900 hit points, but reload for another clip. Now let me talk about T57 Heavy for a minute. T57 Heavy, great tank. Its armor is underrated. The cheeks, if you're fighting this frontally, shoot at the cheeks. If you're in this tank, kind of give it like a 20-degree angle and wiggle. Pay attention to where they're aiming. If they're aiming at your cheeks, kind of wiggle your turret left and right. If they're aiming at your lower plate, then which side are they aiming at, and maybe just give your tank a wiggle. Try not to expose your sides. It's a lot like the E5 in that manner. And the biggest thing about the T57 Heavy is when you finally get this tank, you are granted with a humongous gun with great clip potential. So to be able to wield this power and stay controlled is very difficult, especially after you get your first taste of what this clip can do. All you want to do is just smash people all the time. Shut that E4 down. We keep pushing. We're up to 5,500 damage, 1,000 assisted, 700 blocked. I'm just going to play off of what my teammates are doing here. I got an IS-7 going left, so I'm going to go right. As we come around, I'm going to auto-lock him. He takes a huge hit, and then I'm able to shut him down there. They just got one scout left, and I'm going to look for a shot here. I'm going to throw a Hail Mary up, see if we can get him. It actually looked like I led him pretty well there, but he's just way too fast. He's going to get shut down here. So T57 Heavy, great tank. I highly recommend if you're pushing towards that line, go get it. Just be patient. You need heavy tanks with you to make sure that you get all the clip potential that you can. And don't think that you're going to go absolutely wreck stuff, because there's times in this game, if you go back and look, where I had to sit stagnant to get my clip back in, and had I been pushing forward, I would have been absolutely wrecked. So it's great for defense and offense. Just takes a little while to get used to, and like I said, holding that power in your hands is huge. We call it tier 10 syndrome, where you get a tier 10 tank and you kind of play it cautiously because you're not sure what its capabilities are. And as you get comfortable with it, then you feel like it's a really strong tank. So then you start to push it a little bit more, and maybe you have some good games, and then you just go straight to your head and you think you're just a rock star. So you go in there guns blazing, not paying attention to your mini map, and then you look up and you realize you're dead a lot. And then you start to hate the tank and think it's not all that's cracked up to be. But really, it's probably just that you're playing too aggressive, and you need to back up to when you enjoyed it and play it just a little bit more passively. Take your time. All right, that is enough of me rambling. I know you guys don't care about the T57 Heavy. You just want to see who got the Warlord Panther, right? All right, so let's jump into that. Let's do the drawing. Here with my daughter Danica this time, and we're going to do the drawing on a beautiful spring evening in Wisconsin. All right, so very nice, what is it called?
Comment.
So there's a good amount of you that actually commented this time, so thank you for that. Let's see, Tiger won with 13 votes, and there were many other tanks. T20 took second with 5, Comet had 4, IS with 3. I thought there was going to be more IS. IS is just a friendly tank. But nonetheless, let's get to the drawing. Danica, pick it up. What do we got?
We got...
If you guys could just make your gamer tags a little bit more child friendly when they read it. I'm just kidding. It's kind of funny to listen to them read it. Erasmus 80 said the Comet was his favorite tier 7. Alright, so thank you guys. There will be more of these to come. Danny, you want to say bye?
Bye.
See you later, guys.